Today's question is, what are the components of a family budget? With the growing economic crisis, you must master the art of budgeting your income and expenses to minimize its impact to you and your family's life. Family finance refers to the management of income and expenses that affects the family. The two things that are important when we speak of family finance are income and expense. Income refers to the monetary payment received by family members for the goods and services rendered, while expense refers to the money paid by family for goods and services that it gets. Now, we will learn the 10 components of a family budget. Let us start with food. Since we need to eat every day, they should get the biggest share in the allocation of the family income. It is important that meals are planned so that you can project how much money you're going to set. The second component is utilities. These include electricity, water, telephone, and home cable bills. These are paid on a monthly basis. You can get the average of all these bills so that you can allocate a fixed amount monthly. Next is shelter. For those families who are in the process of owning the house, there should be an allocation for amortization or the fixed amount paid to an agency for a period of time after which the house will be owned. But some families rent the house or apartment they live in. If this is the case, a fixed monthly budget should be allocated. Allocation for home repair, home improvement, and real estate tax should also be set aside. Next is education. This will include expenses for children's allowances, tuition fees, uniforms, books, and other school supplies. Since school fees are paid either on a yearly or semestral basis, one can already foresee how much is needed and be prepared for it. Next is savings. This is a separate amount of money that is set aside for emergency purposes or allotted for something to be bought in the future. Illnesses or accidents in the family are the most common factors that eat up a family savings. Next is household operations. This is an allocated budget for a family member who stays at home or your house helper. This is used when your stay-at-home family member or helper goes to the market or grocery to buy supplies and food. These can also be used as payment for home repairs and improvement. The seventh component is medical and dental care. These are expenses for medical and dental appointment and the medicines needed by the family. These also include vaccinations, especially if there is a baby in the family. The next component is clothing. Clothing is an item that you do not need to buy every day. Clothing needs of family members differ from one another depending on their physical growth, status, and development rate of family members and occasions or engagements to be attended. The next one is rest and recreation. This refers to activities that provide relaxation and entertainment for the family. These can also include pursuing hobbies and interests, town trips, and vacations. And the last one is social and moral obligations. This is allocating budget for the family who attends personal events like birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, etc. There are families that have their own outreach activity like conducting a feeding program in depressed areas or visiting an orphanage or home for the aged, and other environmental conservation projects.